everyone, it's Michelle from Scrap Secrets and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the first in the Craft and Chat series for 2021, so welcome. I'm going to kind of give you a crafty update, a little bit of a life update because they kind of all go together, and I'm going to show you guys what I've been working on. Well, the first thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to let you know why I'm doing this video because I am dressed up. If you can see, I'm wearing something other than a sweatshirt and I have makeup on. And when I say makeup, I mean I have mascara on, and there's a reason for that, so I'll get to that in a minute. But I realized that one of my things that I wanted to do this year was do one craft and chat a month, and today's the last day of January, so I figure if that's my goal, I better get this in. So the reason that I am dressed up is because we did porch pictures today. So back up to Christmas Eve, we had decided to give my mom porch pictures. We got my dad a grill for down the shore because that's what he was asking for. My mom never asks for anything. My parents had been talking for a little while about putting their house up for sale and back and forth, and we thought, you know, later on this year they were going to do it. Well, when we gave my mom her present on Christmas Eve, actually, they both kind of surprised us and said, we're going on Saturday to put money down on land to have a house built, and the house is going up for sale. It went up on a Thursday. Nobody could come in until Saturday because my dad wanted everyone to be pre-approved, and, you know, just because with everything going on with COVID, he didn't want a ton of people in the house. There were 20 people in 20 different, I guess, couples or families or whatever that came through the house on Saturday and Sunday. They had several offers. A realtor called my parents and said, please don't take any offers. We have somebody who's begging to come through. So their realtor, you know, said, okay, but they have to come Monday, and, you know, they have to be very serious about it. They were, and they actually bought the house. So their house was essentially sold in 3 days, which is crazy. It was great for them, but those people's house had sold, so my parents have to move out. So 34 years worth of stuff needed to be moved out of that house. So I have been over there almost every night this past week helping them out, and even yesterday. So today because next weekend my sister's going to be gone, and then the weekend after that is basically when they're the very last couple days that they're going to be there. So we had to do the porch pictures today in the freezing cold before the snow got there. So it was cold out, but that is the reason I'm dressed up. So I'm like, why I'm dressed up? And, you know, I got makeup on, or just mascara. So let's do a video. So that's why I'm actually facing the camera and not doing the craft and chat down, because why waste makeup? So now that that's out of the way, that's a little personal stuff. So that's kind of what's been going on. One of the reasons that my videos, there have not been a lot of videos in the past week, as many as there have been in the other couple weeks. Plus I'm back at work and it's a little bit crazy of the time, especially with the snow that's coming. I live in the Northeast, so we are getting hit with snow right now. But I want to show you guys what I'm working on. You've probably heard me talk about Angels of God in the past. It's not currently called Angels of God, but I will always call it that because that's how I know it. It's an organization that was started by a teenage girl. Her family was part of a domestic violence situation, and she never wanted kids to have to go through some of the stuff that she had to go through. So she set up this amazing organization that helps not just victims of domestic violence, but people who lower income families, people who need help. They help them with food, clothing, toys. They do Christmas drives, they do birthday drives. So I did a lot of birthday stuff for them in the past, and I've done Christmas. This past Christmas 2020, I sponsored 3 kids, and I normally sponsor 2, but because last year was so crazy, I decided to sponsor a 3rd child, and they do ask you to spend, you know, between like $50 and $100, something like that per kid. I felt like I needed to give back this year because I was so lucky, my entire family was so lucky that we didn't lose our jobs. Nothing happened with our job wise due to COVID. We did lose my grandfather to COVID. That has nothing to do with the jobs, but you know, so COVID did take some stuff away from us, but we realized how lucky we were. So I did sponsor 3 children this year. they also do a lot of stuff for veterans, which again, my grandfather was a veteran. I have several uncles who are veterans, and I wanted to give back. So they're doing Valentine's for veterans, and I'm going to show you I had the girls make cards, and they were super excited about this. Now, the twins' grandfather, who unfortunately passed away a couple years ago, he was a veteran, and Madeline wanted to make one for him, and I was trying to kind of explain it to her. I mean, she's 6. She understands that, you know, he's not here with us anymore, but she wanted to make one for him. So I think we're going to make one for him, but she was like connecting veterans with that. So let me see. So this one is Madeline's. So Madeline did this. This is with the Kindred stamp set. This is Cupid's Crew. So she did these little guys. Such a good little artist. And then she did, this one is from Sassy and Crafty. She didn't want to color it. She just wanted to stamp it. That was her, you know, said, whatever, you do what you want, girl. These are Brooklyn's, and they are from Colorado Craft Company. These are the big sets. I can't remember what they're called. I'll leave them in the comments below, or in the video description. So she did mint chocolate ice cream. So she drew in all of the little chocolate chips. So she did mint chocolate chip. So it's her favorite. And then girl's all about food. She's a girl after my own heart. And she also did the cupcake. They stamped and colored these all themselves, the two of them. And then Nora did a Sassy and Crafty set, the little rainbow. I can't remember. I think this might have been the Petunias one. This is one of the bundle sets, I think. And then Nora also did the cupcake. She actually did this first, and Brooklyn saw it and wanted to do it, so she did the cupcake. They colored them all themselves. Nora is 5 and the twins are 6, so I thought that was really, really good of them, and I like helping them give back to the community. I worked on cards. So this one is a Sassy and Crafty stencil, and that is Chip Sapphire and Worn Lipstick on craft. This one is a Kindred Stamps, and this is Candied Apple, maybe? Yes, it's Candied Apple. Whew, that was pretty good memory. This one is Worn Lipstick. That's the same. They're both on light pink cardstock. And then you have this stained glass stencil. This one is from these two. Let me show you. This one is the Candied Apple, and then this one is Wilted Violet. Yep, Wilted Violet. So on the light purple. So I have about 40 something of these, and then I took the Cupid's Crew stamp set, and I did. Let me show you. I'm doing circles, cutting these out. There we go. Stamping those, and then the last one, I have these upstairs. I stamped some of those out already, and then we're just gonna color them in. So that's what I thought I would do. I'm kind of gonna just do that with you guys now. I think I'm gonna punch out a couple more, stamp a couple more, and then talk to you about what is going to happen in February. February is kind of a cool month. We're doing a lot of stuff. If you guys have been following me for a little bit of time, you know that Tara O'Brien, who is Mayhem Crafty Cards, and myself, she and I were kind of on the same time frame to reach 500, and we did, which was amazing. We reached 500 right around the same time. I reached it right before the end of the year, and she reached it a little bit before that, I believe. And we are doing a hop February 6th, and there are just a few crafters. We didn't want to make it crazy. We didn't want to have so many people in it, because the more people you have, obviously the longer the hop is. We do have prizes, so you guys are going to want to stay tuned for that. Tara and I both have prizes. I don't know if anyone else throughout the hop is going to be offering prizes, but the two of us are, so that's exciting. Then you're going to have to watch, comment, and subscribe to everyone's channel, and then I think the way we're going to do it is everyone is going to pick a winner, and then we'll pick from there, or I'm not sure. We haven't discussed the actual specifics of it yet, but it's coming up pretty soon. So the theme is going to be celebration, which is awesome. And I have an idea that is going to be totally different. It's not going to be like a birthday celebration. It's going to be something different. And if you watch the show that it's from, you will totally understand why I picked this as celebration. So you'll have to see. It's a little bit of a sneak peek about what's coming up. But we are very excited about reaching that milestone, so that is coming up. I am also part of a mermaid hop that day as well. That'll be later on that afternoon. So that'll be the 6th at, I believe ours is at 10 o'clock, and then the mermaid one is at 1. And this is all Eastern Standard Time. So again, you'll see that pop up on my channel, but just wanted to give you guys a heads up of what's going on. I am also doing a Valentine's Day hop, and that is for, I believe this one's Team Tiny. Team Tiny, we usually do 2 hops a month, but because February is a shorter month, and I think it was kind of like, everything was kind of crazy, I think we're only doing 1 this month. I think that was what the event said, was that there's only going to be 1 hop this month instead of 2. So there's going to be a Valentine's Day hop. That's the 13th, I believe, that next Saturday. So the 6th, there's going to be I have 2 hops, which I haven't gotten anything for either one of those yet. And then the one for the week after that is the Valentine's Day hops. Haven't done anything for that either. So I do have a lot of videos that I have to complete over the next week or so. There's a lot of good stuff coming, and then after that, I'm sure there's going to be much, much more. I didn't participate this month in the card swap that I normally do. I will leave that information linked below in the more information section as well. Sorry about that. My thing keeps pressing down on my Misty, and my camera just keeps shaking. I gotta figure this out. But anyway, there is a lot of good stuff that's going on. So I'll leave that information linked down below for that Facebook group if you are interested in swapping with people. You can do international. You don't have to. I choose not to do the international just because for me it's, sometimes it can be a pain to ship internationally, like ship a card internationally. So I kind of just did the easiest thing for myself, which was to stay in the United States. Oh, but there is that option if you are looking to swap otherwise. Trying to think what else is going on. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff that's going to be happening in the next couple months. There's a lot of hops. There's also I think it's Team Mighty. My friend Cindy Ellen is the Mighty Crafters, I think it is called. It's for crafters who have to craft differently, which is myself. I do have some issues with my wrists and things like that. So there's a lot of times where, you've probably seen in videos that I'll wear a brace. Excuse me, I'll wear a brace because I do get wrist pains, and I have hypermobility joint disorder, so that causes pains and things like that. So there's going to be some new stuff coming for that, and I'm trying to just not overextend myself, but also say yes to new things. So that's kind of my goal for this year. Last year was to use up scraps, and that still is in play. I am working on this list. If you guys remember this list, this is Concordia 9th. I have a bunch of stamps upstairs. I've kind of been organizing them while I watch TV, and they are ones that I haven't used yet. I stayed away from Honeybee because I know I have a lot that I haven't used in that. MFT, I don't even want to count how many I have. I'm giving myself until the end of February, so 1 more month, to work on this Concordia 9th list and show you guys how much I've accomplished. So out of 83 sets, and I actually think I found 1 or 2 more sets in a pile to be put away that I hadn't used yet. So there are a lot of sets that I have not used. So I'm working on that. So I'll give you guys an update on that. So I am still, that's kind of still part of my goal this year, is to use my supplies. So I hope that if you guys are doing that, let me know in the comments, and let me know, is there a stamp company that you just constantly buy from but just haven't used all your stamps? Kindred is another good one. I have bought, because the way they release stamps, it's kind of like, if you don't buy it when it first gets released, you don't know if it's ever going to be restocked again. Especially the Naughty stamp sets, which most of them I absolutely love. And then the travel ones, things like that that are just the limited edition. If you don't buy it when they first come out, most of the times they're not going to come back. So we do have some that I have, well, I'm not even gonna say some. I do have a lot that I bought that I haven't used. So I will be working, Kindred Stamps might be the next larger one. I'm probably gonna do a couple small ones in between that. I have, I think I'm gonna do like Mama Elephant and Sunny Studio Stamps. Some of the companies that I don't have a ton of stuff from, I'm gonna do those in 1 month, or break them up into 2 months, do kind of like 2 or 3 small companies in both of those months. Colorado Craft Company is another one that I only have a handful of stamps from. So that's what I'm going to do. So you'll see probably stamp companies that I don't have a lot of stuff from in March, so that I can work on that stuff. So that's the plan. That's really what I have going on. Those are the updates. I hope that you've stuck with me through this. If you have, thank you. I know that it was a lot of rambling and a lot of personal stuff, but sometimes it is just nice to get to know the face behind the YouTube video. A lot of times you just kind of know them for their crafty stuff, but you don't really know them personally. So sometimes I like to just come on just to talk to you guys, even though you guys can't ask me questions and talk back. I mean, you can ask me questions in the comments and I will get back to you. But sometimes it's just nice to come on here and talk kind of just like you're talking to friends. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will, when I'm finished with this stuff, I will either do another video of the Valentine's Day cards that I made, or I'll do some pictures on Instagram, but I'll definitely let you guys in on that. So I will be back in February with a bunch of challenges and another craft and chat. I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye.